There's a big difference between owning it and dwelling on it. It's a big difference between owning it and continuing to process it. And I can say that because I'm a former psychotherapist. There's a place for processing in therapy, but I have a feeling that you are here today because you are really done with the outdated ways of thinking and being and behaving that does not have you living in the freedom, joy, and power that you know and that you are ready for. What's up, beautiful ladies? Oh my goodness, let me see who is here. Come on in. Welcome to Own Your Throne, this three-part series that I am so grateful and honored to be on this journey with you. For those of you who are new, hello, my name is Gina DeVee. I am the founder of Divine Living. I am currently in the French Alps, traveling through Europe right now, and it is such a joy and pleasure and honor to be in this feminine and spiritual vortex with each and every one of you. So come on in, say hello in the chat, let me know where you are zooming in from. It is super exciting to have this time with you today. I know some of you have been on the journey with us for a while. The content, it always comes through in a fresh new way. And for those of you who are here for the first time, let me warmly welcome you. I think it will be an hour worth your time indeed. Oh my goodness, we have someone coming here in from Rome. That's super exciting. Hello, Beatrice Graham. Who else is here? We've got Angela in the house. We've got Chloe, Amy, Christy. Hello, Christina. Elizabeth, Heather, Jen, Joan. Oh my goodness, so beautiful. We've got Heather from Philadelphia, Chloe from England. I love our international community so much. So come on in. Lexi from Alabama. Who's this? Costa Rican living in Amy's in Miami. I love it so much. There's Martha. I know Martha's Ruth Rodriguez. Hey, gorgeous. So we've got some familiar faces. We've got some brand new ones. Really looking forward to being here with you today. All right, so let's dive in because I've got lots to cover and lots to just really dive deep with you here. So first and foremost, I want to share with you what Own Your Throne really is. You are a queen, and I know that on some level that you know it, that you were created for an important purpose, that you are here for such a time as this, that God doesn't make extra humans. And if you're like me and like so many other people, we're like, if we're this queen that has access to the unlimited realm, then why does my life look like it does? Or why do I have the current frustrations or limitations that I'm currently experiencing? Well, I want you to know I am on the journey with you. This is a very deep spiritual journey. It's a personal journey. It's the journey of women around the world who are just like us. And the great news is, not only are you going to get information during this time, you're going to get education. And if you see it all the way through, you are going to experience real transformation. That is what I am lit up about. That is what I am obsessed with. That is what I live for. That's what I've dedicated my career to, is showing women like us the power that we have inside of us, getting access to that power and having this experience of being at one with the divine and literally bringing forth from the ethers what is meant for each and every one of us. This is basically a masterclass on manifestation, but it's done from a spiritual and a feminine perspective, which just makes it that much more mystical, and it makes it that much more fun and exciting and inviting. So if there's anything going on in your life where you are feeling stuck or limited or frustrated, or like you just like almost might even want to give up, or if you've been experiencing any form of depression or anxiety, or it's hard to get out of the bed in the morning, I want you to know that you are in the right spot, that being a queen is not being a princess. And if you've read my book, The Audacity to Be Queen, I'll have my team put a link in the chat box below. So get the book if you haven't gotten it. But being a queen is not about being a princess. It is about understanding the totality of life. And for those of us that are, I don't know, over the age of 16, we've traveled and we've lived some life. And if we're not careful, sometimes though that life that we've lived can have some, joyful memories, of course, but if we're not careful, it can really mess with our thinking. It can mess with our self-esteem. It can mess with our viewpoint and our mentality about the future. And so being here over these next 3 days, and if you choose to join me beyond that time, you're going to see that being in this vortex is going to completely remind you who you are, what's possible, give you access to the unlimited potential inside of you so that you are thinking and being and doing and having everything that you desire. Now, I know that that is a bold claim. However, I happen to believe it. And I believe it because I've been on the path of transformation, probably just like you. And I'm not done yet. And I'm not giving up yet. And there are still things that feel a little outside of my reach, or a lot outside of my reach. And I know that when I apply these spiritual principles, that I will get into the power that is within me to not think of them as too much or too big or too expensive or too out of reach. But instead, you and I together are going to cultivate a knowedness inside of us that with God, all things are possible, that we have the desires in our heart for a reason, that we are placed on the planet at this specific time for such a time as this. And that we are not alone and we are not weak and we have not been left behind. And there isn't anything we desire that we aren't meant to experience. And we have been told a lot of lies, particularly as women and particularly as women in the Western world. And we have been told that we need to do more. And we've been told that we need to hustle further. And we have been told that we need to work 20 hours a day and all of these things that are not spiritually true. They are not scripturally factual. And the scriptures say my ways are higher than your ways. So I'm here to really, really dive in deeply with each and every one of our dreams and desires and getting into the vortex of the unlimited, of the mystical, of the all things are possible. Because it's from this place, from being the queen of our lives, and only from the position of queen, will we ultimately fulfill our purpose. So thank you for being here, and thank you for showing up for your own queenhood and your own calling and your own destiny. Because what you're going to find very pleasantly is I'm not going to tell you that you need to work harder. I'm not going to tell you that you need to do more. I'm not going to tell you it's going to take a really long time and it's going to be really hard. What I am going to promise you is that the kingdom of heaven is within. And if you seek first the kingdom of heaven, then all of these things will be added unto you. All of these things will be added unto you. So I want you to know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that you matter, that you are important, that the message inside of you is more than worthy of being broadcast exponentially into the lives and hearts of those who need to hear from you the most. That's why you're here. And you're here because you have not given up, and you are here because as much as you might be dismayed or disgruntled or frustrated or fed up, there's just something inside you that knows that you are meant for more, that God has not brought you this far for you to be this far. And so whatever the breakthrough is, whatever heavens need to part, whatever sea needs to part as well, you're here for it. You're here for the miracle. You're here for your calling. You're here for the miraculous, for the mystical, and for a different way of doing life. And for us all to experience that, we're going to need to look elsewhere. We're going to need to do it differently. So we're going to look inward, and we're going to look upward, and we're going to look at what actually is source. And we're not going to think that our external environment or external circumstances are source. What is source is you going to the creator of the universe. You going to that place within you that has access to all of the miracles that are absolutely necessary and absolutely available for you to fulfill your calling, for you to experience the manifestations that you're meant to experience, and for you to love this life and live it worthy as the legend that you are. So in case you forgot, or in case you think the world forgot how important and special and needed and rare you are, I have not. And because I'm so in love with my God, and I know that my God creates nothing but epicness. You are created in the spirit of epic. So I want you to own your epicness during this journey and this time together. And I want you to own your belief in yourself. And I want you to be there for yourself. I know that other people haven't always been there. And I know that other people haven't always believed in you. And then I know that those people kind of trained you to do the same, that you haven't always been there for you, and you haven't always believed in you. But I'm going to tell you something. If you come here and you show up, and you show up today, tomorrow, and Thursday, and you show up like the queen that you are, and you show up with faith the size of a mustard seed, you are going to see whatever mountains that are blocking your success, are blocking your love, are blocking your health, are blocking your freedom, are blocking the way that you want to do life. You will see them moved. You will see them crumble before your eyes, because you will be the vibrational match of every desire that you are looking to manifest. And you will see that when you do this inward work that we're going to do here today, tomorrow, Thursday, you're not going to be the same person. You're not going to be the same person in 45 minutes or so. You're not going to be the same person on Thursday. You can't be. You're going to be at a different level of consciousness. And you are going to see that when you don't give up, that when you seek, you will find. You're going to see that when it didn't look like anyone else believed in you or was there for you, or didn't seem like it was possible at all, that against all the odds, God always knew it was possible for you. Not only did God know it was possible for you, it's what you were actually created for. You have overcome so much in your life. And I don't have to have personally met you to know it. In every woman, there's a story. And there's a story of overcoming. And there's a story of magnificence. And here at Divine Living and during the journey of Own Your Throne, we are here to honor your story. And I want you to honor your story in the way that you want the world to honor your story. Because part of being a queen is not expecting someone else to do for you more than what you're willing to do for yourself. And so you're going to be here to love yourself. You're going to be here to see yourself. You're going to be here to show up for yourself. You're going to be here to honor all of your gifts and your talents and your greatness and your enthusiasm and your zest for life and the brilliance that is inside of you. You are going to own that with confidence, with pride, with joy. And you're going to be this vibrational match for whoever is meant to come into your vortex. So there are no mistakes. There are no coincidences. There is only victory. There is only overcoming. We believe in the truth with a capital T here, and it is the truth that will set you free. What you're going to experience over these next 3 days and in the weeks to come is a freeing of yourself of all things untrue, all the lies that, yes, you chose to believe. You might have chosen it on the unconscious level. I get it. It's a gnarly route that we got to go digging into the subconscious to make conscious these thoughts so that we can turn them around. But I got to tell you, it's a gift and an opportunity to be here with you, to know what we know, to learn what we're going to learn. There are too many billions of humans on the planet that go to the grave not ever learning or knowing what we have the privilege to be in a conversation about here today. So I want you to take this as the opportunity that it is. If there's things that you've heard that have been said before, don't let your brain trick you like, I know that. Go deeper with it. No Olympian ever says, I've been to the gym. No Christian ever says, I've already read the Bible. Mastery is about repetition. And that's why I want you to be here and go deep with me and really get whatever is going to free you so that you are living in maximum abundance, maximum contribution, maximum joy, maximum confidence, maximum peace, that you get that it's all available to you. So if that's worth an hour a day for the next 3 days for you, you are in the right spot, my queen. So we are going to kick this series off with a prayer, and then we are going to journey on forward. So get your note-taking devices out, turn off all the other notifications, get yourself present because you are in for the ride of your life. Let's pray. Dear God, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your unlimited ways, for your sense of humor, for your ability to show us how to see things not as they are, but as you see them and as they are meant to be. Let us get out of all things small, puny, depressing, boring, anything in our lives that does not leave us lit up, tuned in, on fire, and absolutely available to receive the greatness that you have in store for us. I pray a very special prayer of blessing over every person here listening, that we would all remember what it is to be connected with you, the infinite, the divine, the powerful, the loving, the abundant, the purposeful. And we are seeking our purpose. We are seeking your ways. We are seeking abundance. And we are seeking the freedom that comes only from you. And we pray this believing. Amen. 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 Okay, my darling. So how this is going to be structured is today we are going to get into owning your past. Tomorrow we're going to own your present. Then we're going to own your future. So today, the power in owning your past is to bring such love and awareness that you're going to dissolve any thoughts, any past memories that are keeping you stuck. So that tomorrow when we get into owning your present, you can stand powerfully in the present moment. So then on Thursday, when you're owning your future, that you are creating an epic future of your dreams and that you are proud of, not just regurgitating old, limited programming, thoughts, fears, frustrations of the past. Cool? You with me? So to dive deep in owning your past, there's a big difference between owning it and dwelling on it. It's a big difference between owning it and continuing to process it. And I can say that because I'm a former psychotherapist. There's a place for processing and therapy, but I have a feeling that you are here today because you are really done with the outdated ways of thinking and being and behaving that does not have you living in the freedom, joy, and power that you know and that you are ready for. So to own your past we need to, and this whole process that I'm going to take you through ultimately is about you getting great at manifesting. I mean, who loves some manifestation? Let me see it in the chat. Like, don't you love your manifesting powers, and don't you desire to be an even more masterful manifester, that you can use your thoughts to become things, that you can use your feelings to bring opportunities to you, rather than going out and hustling and pounding the pavement and all the massive action where you're actually using spiritual powers and gifts? Jesus said, greater things than I have done, you shall do also. It's like, well, let's start to do that, shall we? So I want you to think of a particular desire that you have, and I want you to write it down. I want you to think of a particular desire that you are just, yes, like it might be financial. It might be you want to move into your dream house. It might be calling in a soulmate. It could be healing a health diagnosis. Like, what is a desire that you're just like, yes, please, dear God, please, dear God, please, dear God. Like, this is what I'm craving. This is what I'm seeking. This is, maybe it's something that you've desired for a long time, and you're like, enough with it not being here right now. I want you to think of a particular desire. I want you to write it down. And then type it in the chat for those of you who are here live. Thoughts grow stronger as they are shared. This is your declaration to the universe. What's one desire that you are like, I am going to see this through. I'm going to see this through. I don't know how to do it. I'm not sure when it's going to happen, but this is my desire. I'm claiming it. Financing my life with coaching, living abundantly in Hawaii, rich, successful superstar, financial stability, lots of the money story pieces. I love it. Own my ideal home. Love this so much. Keep typing it in the chat. My soulmate, been too business focused and not focused on manifesting him. Beautiful, beautiful. To travel, get back to 3K months in my business now. Great. Calling in my soulmate. Now they're pouring in. Financial abundance with sharing my gifts. These are beautiful ways. Have energy and health. 5K months consistently, so I have financial relaxation. Improve my business so that it can be my only job. I love all of these so much. Book deal for new poetry collection and pleasure-filled launch. Yes, queens. Yes. Gina, your glasses are really cool. Well, thank you. All right. So you too can get them on, you can manifest them on Amazon. All right. Beautiful. So keep pouring them in. I want you to be really clear on this particular desire. Now, one of the ways of owning the past is not just pushing it away and not just trying to do a spiritual bypass over it. I want you to be brave, and I want you to now think of 3 beliefs, 3 limiting beliefs that came from your past that are blocking this manifestation. Now, I know in the positive psychology world, we're not supposed to like say the things, or, I don't want to hear like, oh, I believe that I'm worth $10 million when you're looking to manifest 3K a month, right? Like, obviously there's a limiting belief for all of us, myself included, on if you have a desire and it hasn't manifested yet, there is some difference of belief and thought and feeling than the desire actually being already done and being yours. So I want you to take a moment and be honest with yourself. This stuff, it's not your fault. It's not really you, but it did come from your past. So I want you to own your past by not being a victim to it, by not being hooked to it, but by really taking ownership of what beliefs from the past are blocking the manifestation of this particular desire. Let's do it that way. And write down, I think 3 should be good. 1's too little and 5 is unnecessary. 3 will do the job. So I really want to help you connect what's going on here, because it's going to connect you to your own power. So we'll take a moment. And when you got your 3, you can write done in the chat so I can kind of keep a pulse on you and how you're doing. It's like, what's that one desire? And what are the 3 limiting beliefs? And yeah, and you can type them in the chat if you want as well. That's great as well. You don't have to. I want you aware of them, but thoughts do grow stronger as they are shared, and might really unhook someone else to see what your limiting beliefs are, to unhook the whole collective consciousness here. Okay, not good enough, don't deserve it, I don't belong here, can't afford it, nobody will pay me to do what I want to do, I don't have what it takes, I'm afraid I'll get it all wrong, doubt, having money will make me more lonely and isolated, who am I to deserve all my desires, it'll take a lot of work, I have to take care of everyone else first, it's not safe to be revealed, I don't have enough certifications for the business world, right? I mean, this stuff is, look at, if thoughts become things, and if what we think about is what we manifest, then here's the answer, right? Like, obviously, if we don't think anyone's going to buy our stuff, that's the result we're going to get. And especially when it's attached to a gripping, powerful, intense emotion, even more so. Now, so I'll share, and I'm going to vulnerably share mine as well. So as glorious as it is to be traveling the world right now, I'm also somewhat, homeless is not the right way to say it. I'm just without an address at the moment, other than storage units that have my things. So my house hasn't manifested yet, right? So there's got to be a limiting belief between me and my desire. So I wrote down, because I did this exercise myself as well. So, my desire is for my home to reveal itself. So what are my 3 limiting beliefs from the past that are blocking this desire? I could not believe what came up. So for me, the first one was, I don't have the money. Anyone else have that? Am I alone? You can write that in the chat. It'll take a long time to find the right spot. And it'll take a long time to make the money. And I teach this stuff for a living, people. So in case you were a little concerned about yourself, I promise you I'm here on the journey with you. So this could be depressing, right? Anyone feel like, I want to see some feeling words in the chat. Like, what did you feel when you wrote down your 3 limiting beliefs? Like, you look at it, you're like, oh God, this stuff is so old. It's so familiar. It's so frustrating, right? Again, exactly. You're like it's like a part of, it's like an appendage almost, right? But it's like, you don't want to chop off your own arm, and yet you really want to get rid of this, but it feels, it's almost gotten to the point where it feels like it's part of us, right? Like that's the scary part. Like, these beliefs, when I looked at them, I'm like, it's just part of me. All right, time for some hope, time for feel a little bit better. So everyone has been successful in some area of your life. You have transformed some area of your life. Something about your life right now is what you used to hope for, right? So let's get clear on what that is. What part of your life right now would have made the list if I were teaching this masterclass then? Maybe it's a year ago, maybe it's 3 years ago, maybe it's 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Like, what's something that you prayed for, that you dreamed of, that you wished for, that is now a very natural part of your life? So write those down and maybe drop it in the chat so we can have some fun with these, right? Living in Mexico. Great. Deciding on my own schedule and not working for someone else. Finding my soulmate. Just got a hot tub, which was a previous dream. My son. More free time and self-care, right? As I was sitting here today doing this in preparation with all of you, the three that I wrote down, because I wrote like, what are 3 things that I've manifested that I appreciate, but it feels so natural at this point that I almost take for granted, but used to be agony, used to kill my self-esteem, used to hold me back from every joy in life that I desired. So the first one was my soulmate, Glenn. Now that we've been together since 1812, I don't hardly remember life before him, but I had to dig into the archives of my soul and psyche to remember all the brokenhearted eras, all of the journals that were filled and consumed with, when am I going to find the one? And all of the local loser rock stars that were just such a disappointment, and all the dinners that I paid for, and all the times I said, I'm done with this. And I just would have done anything. I was obsessed with finding my soulmate. Anyone else in that boat? Anyone else understand? Well, Glenn's here. He's the easiest part of my life. We've been together 18 years. It's like, I'm like, okay. The next one, I remember when Glenn and I first got together, we were so broke that for Christmas, one of the gifts that I got him was an ornament, and it was an ornament of the globe. And I remember writing on the box, my dream is that one day we'll travel the globe together. And it was an ornament. And I'm like, I'm sitting here in the French Alps. I've been traveling through England, the English countryside, London, Paris. I'm on my way to Italy for another month. I was like, and this is not my first international travel experience. Like travel has become such a big part of my life for so long. And I forgot when that too was the biggest dream ever. I mean, this was before social media. I couldn't even go on Instagram and watch people traveling. It was flipping through magazines at that point and just dreaming of the day to one day experience. So much of it's just where I mean, today it's where do I want to go next? And not that, I mean, I'm always appreciative and grateful, probably not enough. Because, when something feels like a natural part of your life, I don't know, did you wake up today thinking your heart for beating? You just kind of get used to it being a natural part of your life, that your body's functioning the way you want it to. And it's just, what you do. And then the third thing, and I know that there's more, but the third thing that came to mind was, and I share this a lot from an entrepreneurial perspective. The first year of growing my business, the hardest thing for me was to get new clients. That was where are all the clients? Where are all the clients? For the next 7 years at least, the agonizing, most frustrating, most expensive, most humiliating, shame-based, maddening part of my entrepreneurial journey was around team. It was like a revolving door. I couldn't get it right. I wrote about this in my book a lot too. It was the most frustrating part. I have such an A+ team at this point. It's they're like Glenn. They're the easiest part of my life. They're amazing. They're competent, have a great attitude, love hanging out, such cool humans, the easiest part of my career. And so what this did for me, and what I hope it does for you, you have manifesting powers. You have transformation powers. If you've done it once, let alone 3 times in your life, go ahead and write down 2 other things just to show yourself you didn't get lucky on that first one. What are 2 other things? So you have a total of 3 things that used to be the dream, and you have now created transformation in your life. And I want to see those in the chat as well. What used to be the dream, what used to be agonizing, what used to be the thing you'd hoped for, you'd prayed for, that kept you up at night, that had you wonder, would it ever happen for you? What is it? I got a book published. Great. Who else? What's something else that you're currently living that used to be the dream? Come on, you mothers. I know that you used to dream of having kids. You might not as much now, but that used to be the dream, right? Want to get married and have kids. Loving partner, previous book deal, beautiful house, global impact, helping women. Exactly, Brooke. Greater courage and self-love. I love that. Lexi, doesn't always have to be the concrete tangibles. Being able to work, having a loving relationship, owning my own home, having an apartment, grew a business, bought country property, have horses in my backyard, right, queens? I'm living my life as a professional artist and I get to paint every day. These are gorgeous. I changed from a dreary career to an enjoyable one. I wasn't supposed to be able to have a baby and now I have a 10-month-old healthy boy. That's beautiful, Chloe. Travel nomads. When I was in high school, I never had a boyfriend, thought I was never going to find my partner. I've been married to my best friend for 18 years. Exactly. To be a mom of 2 boys. So like owning my home and working from home, you'll see there's so many times that you showed up for yourself, that there was a desire that was placed within you, that you did not give up on it. And I'm going to guess that God had a little something to do with it as well. That you prayed for this and that prayer was answered. So I want you to understand and remember, you are a master manifester. You're amazing at manifesting these dreams. I didn't read one small thing. Nobody said, a parking spot in front of the farmer's market. These are big life-changing experiences that you've listed here. So if you've done it once, and if you've done it 3 times, you absolutely are meant to do it again with the desire that you wrote down at the beginning of this time, right? So how you overcome that? So now this is one of my most profound techniques for transformation. And I call it investigating the beliefs. Investigating the beliefs. So I'll out myself. I'll do mine and then you do yours, right? So for my home, I wrote the first thing that just came up, I don't have the money. So when you investigate the belief, you go and you take a look and see if it's true. Is it true that I don't have the money for my future home? Well, the actual truth is I don't know, because I don't know where the house is and I don't know how much money is needed, right? But you just see how these things just block it. Like I'm just blocking abundance and just blocking manifestation because my subconscious belief just, oh, I desire this year, I don't have the money. You just see how second nature that is. I don't have the money. When you investigate the beliefs, there's a lot of relief that comes. Trust me, you got to write this down and you got to use it a lot. Investigate the beliefs. I don't have the money. Is this true? It couldn't possibly be true because I don't even know how much money I need, right? So that already makes this look ridiculous. Second one, it'll take a long time to find the right spot. Okay. That's one approach to life, Gina DeVee. And the glass could be half empty. Or I could consciously change my thoughts and just say the opposite. Oh my gosh, if what I'm seeking is seeking me, my home is looking for me. It's going to be revealed immediately. It's going to be revealed so quickly. Why would I let myself This is in the subconscious. I'm not consciously walking around saying it's going to take so long. This is just these automatic default modes until you investigate. So the subconscious is going to go, it's going to take a long time. And the queen, Gina DeVee, is going to say, I'm traveling through the end of October. My house is going to reveal itself so quickly and easily, and everything's going to line into place. So quickly and easily, everything's going to line into place. And I must now make this the new dominant thought. The other dominant thought is just connected to all this stuff of like, I can't have what I want. Like, and I get it, where I know where that comes from in the past. But if I'm going to own my past, I am going to own that that is not going to be what runs my life. What runs my life today is that my home reveals itself to me. It reveals itself to me quickly. It reveals itself to me easily. Everything just falls into place, falls into place, falls into place. Now, am I going to need to say that over and over again and program that into myself? Yes, but I'm a queen, and that's what queens do. Okay, next. It'll take a long time to make the money. So it's going to take a long time to make this unknown amount of money that I don't even know if I already have it or need it. Ridiculousness. And what do we know about money? We know that the reason I don't teach weight loss is because money can come in quickly, unlike weight loss. You can't lose 50 pounds in a day, but you can make 50 grand in a day or $500,000 or whatever. So I'm sticking with, I'll be in the school of money all day long because this stuff can be instant. So I'm going to own my past by not letting old programming run me. And I am going to reprogram these 3 thoughts. That's it. And this does not need to be more complicated, and you don't need a longer list. You reprogram the top 3 limiting thoughts that are keeping you from all of your dreams and desires and your money making or your home or your soulmate or whatever it is. Boom, boom, and boom. And then who do you think I would be? And how do you think I would go about my day if I, to the point of feeling, and not even just knowing, but feeling, I have more than enough money for my home. My home is going to reveal itself quickly and easily to me. And if any new money is needed for the home, that's going to come in really fast as well. Versus the other. The other is heavy, repelling, toxic beliefs. This, powerful, light. Oh, and did I mention true? Like actual truth with a capital T. Fear is false. This is true. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. So I want you to look at what your 3 turnarounds need to be for your 3 beliefs. And I want you to feel into those. What's it feel like to basically feel the reverse of the limiting beliefs? Even if you want, close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, feel deeply into it. And I don't want to say anything out loud because I want it to be yours. And you can even say yours out loud. Keep your microphones on mute, but say it out loud. The first one, the second one, and the third one. And collectively together, let's close our eyes. And I want you, with your mind's eye, to see that desire. See it there, see it there, see it there. And now, with your hand on your heart, feel it. Feel what it feels like to be already done. That it is already done. That it is yours. That it has been brought to you. How does that feel in your body? Feel you receiving this. feel the joy. Feel the relief. Feel the gratitude. The gratitude that you opened yourself up to receiving, and you asked and it was given. You claimed this desire. You drew it to being worthy of this desire. This is yours. This is meant for you. You with this desire is going to bring a brighter light into the world. More hope, more abundance, more peace. This, you experiencing and manifesting this, will make the world a greater place. Why wouldn't God want you to receive this? This is not from ego. This is not about keeping up with anyone else or comparing. This is your dream. This is connected to your destiny. This is the prosperous way of life that you were always meant to live. And now, in owning your past, you are not letting the false past beliefs be in charge, but rather this feeling and these new beliefs to be what you say over and over and over again until it is made manifested in your life. And so it is, queens, and so it is. So I want to help you understand that manifestation, it requires a lot of passion. It requires a lot of faith, a lot of belief, not the hard work that we have been told or brainwashed that we need to believe in. So this is what you can expect when you are owning your throne, getting the ways of the feminine and getting the ways of the spiritual. And it's not about a magic trick. It doesn't have to be instant, though instant manifestation is real and does take place. It's about getting this information and this education to lead to the transformation. And the more that you're in this conversation and the more that you're focused on this belief, that this truth, this opportunity, this abundance, you will grow your vibration to be the vibrational match of everything that you desire. And to support you with that, I want to take a quick moment here and share with you about my upcoming 10-week course called Own Your Throne. I know that we've got our 3-day journey here, and I'm excited to be with you in that. I know that not everyone joins us every day, so I want to take a few quick moments to share with you what is right around the corner for you. If you have not yet registered, you can go to divineliving.com/own your throne. And if you have loved what we have done here in the last 49 minutes, I can promise you, you are in for 10 weeks of absolute ecstasy. In week 1, I'm going to show you how to fall in love with your life and declare your non-negotiable desires. Week 2, you're going to master the skill of self-permission so that you never doubt yourself again. Week 3, you're going to become untriggerable and eliminate self-sabotage. Week 4, we get into for such a time as this and what are you meant for? Week 5, get great at receiving and serving by making spirituality your superpower. Week 6, wake up to your truth by accessing your intuition. Week 7 is the courage to communicate like a queen that changes everything. Week 8, we rewrite the hidden subconscious contracts that ruin your life. Week 9, strengthen your self-worth and live your unique purpose with confidence. And week 10, you'll live your legendary life using the feminine art of manifesting. So when you go to divineliving.com/own your throne, you'll see there's the opportunity to join me for the 10-week virtual course, where every week for 10 weeks, you're going to get 2 hours of what you just experienced here. I'm going to do an hour of teaching and an hour of coaching. You'll get a welcome pack that I study you personally. Each week, you're going to get a prayer, guided prayer and meditation, and then you'll get into the Facebook group as well. the investment for this 10-week course, which is so epic and life transforming. You want to bring in money, you want to bring in love, you want to get great at manifesting, you can do the pay in full option for $997, or you can do the payment plan for $99 a month. I wanted to make sure that this was affordable for everyone who wanted to participate. If you're wanting to add in-person experiences, there's you can get the virtual retreat, or the virtual course plus the in-person 3-day retreat in Santa Monica, November 9th through 11th, or there's also a year-long mastermind. If you're not sure what's right for you, please do come and join us for the virtual course. That's going to get you going. That's what's going to give you all of the skills and the tools and the community that you're going to be around. That's where you're going to get the live coaching for $99 a month. You are going to be in such great condition for getting so good at manifesting all of your desires. And you're going to see it's not about that massive action, and it's not about a funnel and a Facebook ad. It's about you knowing who you are. It's about you accessing the divine. It's about you getting so great at being you that you get paid to be you. It's about you upping your worthiness, your confidence, and your ability to go out there and serve like no one else. So get yourself registered. By getting yourself registered now, you're going to get access to my A-List Accelerator. This is basically the first step of what I put in my Divine Living Academy, which was a $10,000 course. You get into the A-List Accelerator. It's going to really prepare you for the class that starts on October 4th. You get a life cleanse in here. And part of what makes my courses different is that I'm really doing this from a feminine perspective, meaning I'm going to take really good care of you and help you clear stuff off your plate before you jump into this course. So don't wait until the last minute. That's not what queens do. You know about this now. Get in on it. Come check it out, divineliving.com/own your throne. And you'll instantly get into the Facebook group. You'll get the A-List Accelerator. You're going to love it. And then I will look forward to being with you in the course as well. So I wanted you to have that nugget for yourself. If you are going to come join us tomorrow, which I certainly hope you do, but to teach you all about how to own your present. So today was on owning your past. Tomorrow's on owning your present. It's going to be so powerful in the present moment to then own your future and create that epic, epic future. So much love to you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for letting your light shine. Thank you for not giving up on your dreams. Too many women have let themselves numb out, get too busy, forget their power, forget their purpose, forget a miracle was available. And over the course of these next 10 weeks together, you're going to see the Holy Spirit just fill you up so that you can shine your light in the way that only you can. So thank you, everyone. I hope this was a blessing in your life. I look forward to being with you tomorrow and in the 10 weeks to come. Mwah! Lots of love.